Hello everyone. Let us start our today's topic, letter writing. I know this topic is not new to you all. You all have done this topic earlier. But again, since this is part of our syllabus, we are going to do it. Now, letter writing. You all know what is letter writing. It's a very essential ingredient of life. To convey your ideas, to convey your feelings, emotions. We like to tend to use letter as a medium of communication. Now, before the modern technology, it was a prevalent. Letter was quite important at that time because it was a very important mode of communication. But now we have enough number of mode of communication apart from letter, which are quicker, like email writing. Then we have message writing. If you want to communicate which is something very urgent, you can just send it only with one button to 100 people at a time, as well as messages. But then the question arises, why letter? See, letter, first of all, it is very safe because email and all these things can be hacked, but letter is something that cannot be hacked. It reaches to the receiver only. Secondly, there are certain topics, there are certain subject line that you cannot resort just email or just message. You have to write letter in those cases. So although letter is not, or we have many options apart from letter, but letter has not lost its importance or significance altogether. So today we are going to just do a lot about letter writing, what are the different kinds of letter writing and the format of letter writing. Here are some general instructions. Before we start with different kinds of letter writing, there are general instructions that you should know about it. When you are writing letter, a letter should always be written in simple and direct manner. There should be no beating around the bush. When I say simple and direct manner, I don't mean only a very simple language. Language can be flowery language, using lot of good idioms and good vocabulary. It can be enriched. But again, the topic or whatever you are trying to express, it has to be direct. It should not be beating around the bush and making it very lengthy. Next is the letter should be brief, but it should convey all the purpose and ideas of the writer fully. So when you are writing the letter, your letter should be brief. It should be short, simple, precise, conveying all the meaning of the ideas you have. Now when I say brief, doesn't mean that you are just going to for the sake of writing it. It should convey all the purpose, it should convey all the ideas that you have in your mind. From a writer's perspective, you are going to write all the ideas and purpose behind writing the letter fully. One should never forget the person to whom the letter is addressed, and the tone and the content of the letter should be in keeping with this consideration. You should never forget the person to whom you are writing a letter. Suppose if you are writing a letter to a class teacher or principal, there is a certain tone or there is a certain type of language that you actually resort to. You cannot write the way you want, but when you are writing to your friend, it's a different language altogether. You have to keep the person in your mind, and to whom you are writing, the subject line, of course, keeping that in the mind. Supposed to choose the words and vocabulary, the tone and the content, and you should keep in the mind, choose the words wisely. Now impolite and harsh language should be avoided. When I say impolite and harsh language, I also mean foul language, because certain people, they tend to use foul language in letter writing. See, even if you are writing it to your friend or someone, having a very close relationship with you, you are just supposed to write in inappropriate language, because although it's a letter, you are writing it in a school and the teacher is going to correct it, so it's not very personal to you. So in general also, when you are writing a letter, should be impolite and should not be harsh, it should be polite. Different ideas and views should be expressed in separate paragraphs. When you are writing a letter, there is a change in the idea or change in the view, that when you are writing, then you are supposed to change the paragraph. These are the general instructions that you are going to keep in the mind when you are writing a letter, be it a formal letter, be it an informal letter, or be it a business letter, or to anyone. So you are going to keep all the general instructions in mind. Next is types of letter. We were very well known that there are two types of letter. One is informal letter and one is formal letter. Now when you are writing a letter, you write it for inviting or for invitation for your birthday party, or for your friend, or for anyone posting a resume for a job opportunity. You can write, leave and leave application letters. So there are many kinds of letters. Now how will you understand that is informal letter? See, basically what people do is, when you are writing to someone with whom you can share it close relationship, like your neighbors maybe, or your friend maybe, or maybe your mom or your brother. So the people are someone with whom you are share a personal kind of relationship. For these people, you write informal letter, and formal letters are usually which related to work, which is related to the people to whom which you don't share much of your bonding or much of personal contact. Now it's not that only. Sometimes when you are writing suppose a complaint, you are writing a complaint to your friend regarding who is also a secretary, maybe of your society. So when you are writing a complaint regarding a building or regarding an environment that there is in your society, to him at that time, it's not informal letter. He or she might be your friend, but it becomes a formal letter. Because the subject line is the complaint regarding the building or environment of your society, so it depends on the subject line. Sometimes children share a very special bond with their teachers. So if you are inviting your teacher to a birthday party, it's not a formal letter. Even you are writing it to your class teacher, maybe any of your subject teacher, the letter is regarding the invitation for the birthday. So in that case, it is not a formal letter. It becomes an informal letter. So yeah, it depends on the person, but more it depends on the subject line of the letter. Now we will start with informal letter. Informal letters are also refers to as a friendly letter. It's a personal letter written to friends or relatives. Just now we have discussed about that it is a written in personal fashion. So as I said, personal fashion, what I mean personal fashion is you can use casual language, but again it has to be decent and it has to be very polite, and you can write it to anyone with whom you have a non-professional relationship, although this does not exclude business partners or workers whom you are friendly with either. So you are friendly with these people, so you can write informal letters. So if you are friendly with your teacher, you can write informal letters to her. It entirely depends on the subject line of the letter. So if the subject line is very informal, that doesn't matter to whom you are writing a letter. Next is formal letters. We have already discussed about formal letters and informal letters and how to differentiate whether it is formal letter or informal. See, it is entirely depends on the purpose of writing a letter. It also depends the relationship between the writer and the recipient, but the main thing that helps you to identify the formal and informal letters with the subject line or the purpose of writing a letter. A formal letter is one written in a formal and ceremonious language and follows a certain stipulated format. So the format of the informal letter and the formal letter is different, that we are going to discuss later in different slides. Such letters are written for official purpose to authorities, dignitaries, colleagues, seniors, etc., and not to personal contacts of family. But you can write to friend and family if the purpose is different. A number of conventions must be adhered to while drafting formal letters. Formal letters can be written to a personal acquaintance as well. It only depends on the subject line of the letter. As I told you before, it was a subject line which helps to know whether it is a formal and informal letter. Now, common characteristics. When I say common characteristics, I am talking about certain characteristics of a letter which is common for both formal and informal letter. Now, let us see what are those. Address. Address is there for both informal and informal letter. Date is there both informal and informal. Salutation, introduction, body, conclusion, subscription, all these are there in both formal and informal letter. Now it is a format of informal letters. To begin with, it is the most important thing that you have in the mind to keep while writing the informal letters or formal letters. For that matter, everything or all the characteristics comes at the left hand side of the letter. There is nothing that comes to the right hand side of the letter. Now to begin with, it's the sender's address. Now first and foremost, on the left hand corner of the letter of the informal letter, you write the address of the sender, the one who is writing the letter. Now why sender's address? Of course, receiver's address you write on the top, not inside the letter. Now sender's address helps the recipient to write back to a person who has sent the letter. Now sender's address, while you are writing sender's address, as I told you, it should begin at the left hand corner of the letter on the top, and it should be from in to out, like you start from flat and then you go out. That is your building, then it is your name, your street. In that way you are supposed to expand it from in to out. That is from flat on your number, building name, street name, city and pin code. When you write pin code, it has to be in expanded form. You cannot just write 48 or 57. It has to be written in expanded form, whatever the pin code is. And also remember, when you are writing the address should be written in 3 lines. Then comes your date. Now whenever on the date you are writing a letter, that date have to be mentioned. Also keep in the mind the date has to written in expanded form. Example has been given very well, like 19th July 2020. So there should be a comma after the month and it has to be written in the same format. You cannot write 19.7.2020 or just 20. You cannot write just like that. Yeah, it has to be written in expanded form. Next is your salutation. Salutation is the greeting. It should be written based on the relationship which the writer bears to the person. If you are writing to your mother, you can write dear mom, or to your friend or brother, etc. When you are writing dear, D has to be capital and mom, M should be capital, and for whomever you are writing, it should be capital. Now next, don't after salutation don't put comma. There is your introduction. Now when you are writing, it should be just in 2 lines. You suppose you write whatever topic of your letter is, it's informal letter, so you don't have to subject line separately unlike the formal letter. So here is introduction. Only you are supposed to in short write whatever the topic of the letter is. I have seen many children writing hi, how are you. It's a very wrong way of writing. Please don't write like that. Don't start a letter with a question, hi, how are you. A very wrong way. You can write, I received your letter last. This is a letter regarding last letter that I received from you, or this is a letter for inviting you for my birthday, or I hope everything is fine. This letter is regarding a birthday party. That is something like that. Please don't start with hi, how are you. You can wrap it like, I hope I will be looking forward to reply, or I hope you will place my birthday with your presence. Give my regards to uncle and aunt, whatever. Goodbye. So in this way you can just end or conclude your letter in 2 lines, not more than that. Then is the subscription. Subscription, it is the name of the sender at the end. Before that you have to write your lovingly or your affectionately. There are many other, but I would request you kindly mention only your lovingly or your affectionately. If you find it spelling of affectionately quite difficult, kindly don't make the mistake of it and not getting marks. In this case, prefer your lovingly. Suppose you're writing your lovingly, your y should be capital, and yes at the end should not have an apostrophe marks. It is a most common mistake that I have seen from a very long time. So please don't refrain from committing these mistakes. And when you are writing lovingly, your L will be small, or affectionately, then it will be a small. And just below that you are going to write your name and whatever the writer's name to is given. It is given in question. Suppose it is given in your you are Preeti, write a letter to your friend Diya about inviting her to your birthday party. So here already the name of the writer and the receiver is given. So in this case your salutation, dear Diya, and subscription should be your lovingly Preeti or your affectionately Preeti. Now since it is a proper noun, it has to be written in capital letter. Now this is one thing, as I told you all earlier, that all the characteristics except for introduction, body and conclusion, everything comes in the left hand corner of the letter. Introduction, body, conclusion, of course we start from the left to right. So please write all the characteristics in the left hand corner of the letter. So this is all about informal letters. See, letter writing is quite So this is all about informal letters. See, letters writing is quite a lengthy topic. We will be dividing in two parts. First part is for informal letter. We have discussed about format of informal letter, why do we write or to whom we write informal letters to it. In part 2 we are going to discuss about the formal letters and how it is different from informal letters, what are the differences and what is a format and so on. Thank you.